So today, we are making a dish from Las Islas Canarias, the Spanish Canary Islands, which are located off the coast of northwestern Africa. We're talking papas arrugadas con mojo verde. This dish is basically small potatoes that you boil in heavily salted water and serve them next to a cilantro-based sauce that's got a little bit of heat and a ton of flavor, folks. You can serve these potatoes as a tapas appetizer like they do in the Canary Islands, but they also work great as a side dish. But let me tell you, either way you go, this recipe is very easy to make, made with very simple ingredients, and it's all done in just 30 minutes. We're going to begin by grabbing between 10 to 12 baby new potatoes, rinsing them under some cold running water, and scrubbing them clean. Now to make this recipe, you want to leave the skins on the potato. That way once they're cooked, it's the skin that gives them that beautiful wrinkly texture. Once all the potatoes are cleaned, I'm going to transfer them into a stock pot, making sure they're all in a single layer. And we'll add in some cold water into the stock pot. You want to add enough water where the potatoes are going to be slightly exposed. You don't want that water to fully cover the potatoes. And grab 1.5 tablespoons of sea salt. This is about 25 grams, and evenly divide it on top of the potatoes. And we'll heat this with a high heat. While the potatoes are cooking, let's make our mojo verde. I'm going to grab a bundle of fresh cilantro. This is 20 grams, which equals about 3/4 of an ounce. I'm going to rinse it under some cold running water. Pat it completely dry. And add it into a tall plastic cylinder. To make this mojo verde, I'm going to use a handheld mixer, but you can also use a food processor. For the next ingredient, I'm going to grab 3 cloves of garlic. Remove the skins from the garlic and add them in with the cilantro. Moving on, I'm going to grab a couple small dried cayenne peppers and add them in with the cilantro in the garlic. This is what's traditionally used to add heat to the sauce, but you can use any chilies you like. And I'm also going to add in a generous half teaspoon of cumin powder. This is about 1.25 grams. 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar, which is about 15 milliliters. And half a cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is about 120 milliliters. We'll lightly season with a little sea salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. And using a handheld mixer, I'm going to blend this all together until we end up with a smooth sauce with no lumps in it. And like I told you earlier, you can also use a food processor to make this. Once our mojo verde has come together and there's no lumps in the sauce, I'm going to transfer it into a bowl and into a serving dish. Alright, let's move back to our potatoes. It's been about 25 minutes since I turned on the heat, and as you can see, there's virtually no water left in the stock pot. And you can hear that salt kind of crackling. These potatoes are ready to go. I'm going to turn off the heat and gently shake the pan between 1 to 2 minutes. This is what gives these potatoes that beautiful wrinkly texture. Once the potatoes are nice and wrinkled, I'm going to transfer them into the dish with the mojo verde. And check it out, our papas arrugadas con mojo verde is done. Such an incredible dish from the beautiful Canary Islands. Let's give this a try and see how it tastes. This is what Spanish cuisine is all about. Look at that beautiful mojo verde. Here we go. That's so good. You know, first things first, as the potatoes are perfectly boiled, they're a little bit al dente. That way they have texture. You don't want them to be too mushy, along with that salt in the outside. Then you pair that with the mojo verde, that cilantro, the olive oil, the white wine vinegar, the cayenne pepper, just the perfect balance of heat in there. Not too much, not too little. You saw this, an incredible dish from the Canary Islands. Very easy to make, comes together in about 30 minutes. Make it at home. Tapas appetizer, side dish, either way, you're gonna absolutely love it. One of the best dishes that hail from Spain. Really quick before I go, a shout out to one of my patrons, Michael and Kelly Thompson. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. For the rest of you, if you're not with me on Patreon, consider becoming one. It helps with ingredients and equipment to continue making videos like this and sharing these Spanish recipes with you. You'll find my Patreon link in the description box below and iCard above. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Smash the subscribe button. Till the next time, hasta luego.